My girlfriend said I should be grateful she even answers my calls. So I stopped calling. I'm Connor. Been working as a project manager at a logistics company in Dallas for about 5 years now. The job's solid, decent pay, benefits, and I'm actually up for senior PM, which would be huge for me. The hours can be brutal during peak season, but I've always been the type to put in the work. My girlfriend Madison does PR and event coordination for this agency that handles brand activations, club launches, that whole scene. We've been together for 2 years and 2 months. Things were good at first, really good. She was fun, spontaneous, and I liked that she had this whole creative side I don't have. I'm spreadsheets and timelines, she's Instagram stories and VIP lists. But about 6 months ago, something shifted. She got tight with this new group of girls who call themselves women who date up or some shit. They're all about knowing your worth and maintaining standards. Which cool, everyone should have standards. But the way Madison talking started to change. Suddenly I was too predictable. My Friday night routine of hitting the gym after work and grabbing beers with my buddy Jake became boring office guy energy. The fact that I meal prep on Sundays meant I don't know how to enjoy life. She dropped comments about guys in the event industry who actually know how to have fun. Started posting more on Instagram, always at some rooftop thing or bottle service table. And here's the kicker, she'd ghost me for hours, sometimes a full day, then pop back up like nothing happened. When I try to talk about it seriously, she'd flip it on me. You're being clingy, you're being needy, that's not attractive. Last Tuesday, my truck wouldn't start in the company parking lot. Dead battery, and I'd left my jumper cables at home like an idiot. It was 9 p.m., I'd been at the office since 6 a.m. dealing with a warehouse inventory crisis, and I was exhausted. I called Madison. She was my girlfriend. That's what you do, right? She answered on the fourth ring. I could hear music and voices in the background. Hey babe, I'm stuck at work, truck won't start. Any chance you could come grab me? I'll buy you dinner, Connor. She cut me off and her tone made my stomach drop. You should be grateful I even answered your call right now. I don't have time to just come grab you whenever you ask. I sat there in my truck, phone pressed to my ear, processing what she just said. Not I'm busy, but I can come later. Not can Jake help you, just that. Yeah, I said quietly. I get it, thanks anyway. I hung up. Called an Uber, got home at 10:30, had my truck towed the next morning, got a new battery installed. Cost me $200 and half my lunch break. Madison texted me Thursday afternoon, drinks tonight, like nothing happened. I didn't respond. And here's the thing, I didn't block her, didn't post cryptic Instagram stories, didn't text her friends or her mom asking what's wrong. I just stopped calling, stopped texting first, stopped making plans, stopped asking about her day, stopped checking in. Cold turkey, complete silence from my end. If she wanted to reach out, my number worked. But I wasn't going to be the one chasing anymore. 3 weeks went by. 3 entire weeks and she didn't call once. Didn't text. Nothing. Which told me everything I needed to know, honestly. But I was fine. Weirdly fine. I threw myself into work, spent more time at the gym, helped Jake paint his new apartment, caught up on sleep. My stress levels actually dropped. Then yesterday happened. I had this massive client presentation scheduled. We're talking potential 6-figure contract I'd been prepping for 2 weeks. I got to the office at 7 a.m. to run through everything one more time. At 8:45, 15 minutes before the clients were supposed to arrive, Jessica from reception called my desk. Connor, there's someone here to see you. A young woman, she's crying pretty hard. Says she needs to talk to you right now. My brain short-circuited. Client meeting in 15 minutes, crying woman in my lobby. Did she give you a name? Madison. I felt my jaw clench. I told Jessica I'd be down in 5, finished setting up the conference room and headed downstairs trying to keep my face neutral. Madison was sitting in one of the lobby chairs, mascara streaked down her face, eyes puffy and red. She was wearing workout clothes, leggings, and an oversized hoodie, which was weird because Madison never left her apartment without a full face of makeup and a going-out outfit. When she saw me, she stood up fast. Connor, oh my God, Connor, what are you doing here? I kept my voice low, professional. My coworkers were walking past, definitely noticing. I needed to see you. You won't answer my texts, you won't call me back. I haven't gotten any texts from you in 3 weeks, Madison. I texted you last night. She pulled out her phone, scrolling frantically. See, I sent you. She stopped, stared at her screen. Oh my God, I sent it to the wrong chat. Amanda from HR walked by, slowed down, glanced at us. Everything okay, Connor? I looked at Madison, mascara everywhere, hands shaking, clearly in the middle of some kind of breakdown. Then at Amanda. Then back at Madison. Yeah, I said calmly, I think she's got the wrong person. Madison's face went white. Connor, I have a client meeting in 10 minutes. You need to leave. Can we just talk, please? 5 minutes. Jessica was watching. Amanda was still hovering. 2 of the warehouse guys were pretending to check the bulletin board but definitely listening. Fine, 5 minutes, outside. But that was 4 days ago, and what she told me in that parking lot changed everything I thought I knew about the last 3 weeks. Update 1. Sorry for the delay. Had to pull a few doubles this week because our inventory system decided to crash during our busiest quarter. Also needed time to process what the hell is happening in my life right now. So picking up where I left off, Madison crying in my office lobby, me with a massive client meeting in less than 10 minutes and me telling her I'd give her 5 minutes outside. We walked to the Starbucks across the street. I didn't get her anything. Didn't offer, just sat down and waited. She kept wiping her eyes, looking at me like she expected me to comfort her. When I didn't move, she started talking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Connor. I've been a complete bitch to you and you didn't deserve any of it. Okay, that made her pause. That's it, just okay. Madison, I have 8 minutes now. What do you want? She flinched. I miss you. I miss us. These past 3 weeks without you have been hell and I realized I made a huge mistake and I want to fix this. You had 3 weeks to reach out. I know. I know, and I was stupid. I was playing games because Alyssa and the girls kept saying if a guy really wants you, he'll chase you, and I thought you'd come back and I could. She stopped herself. You could what? Nothing. It's stupid. Say it. I thought if you came running back it would prove I still had power in the relationship. I just stared at her. This girl I'd been with for 2 years, who I'd helped move apartments, who had driven to the emergency room at 2 a.m. when she had that allergic reaction, who I'd planned a surprise birthday trip to Austin for, and what she cared about was whether she had power over me. Why did you really come to my office today, Madison? Her eyes shifted. Bingo. I told you I miss. Bullshit. You texted the wrong person last night. You weren't even trying to reach me, so why show up crying at my job during business hours? She went quiet, picked at her cuticles. Finally, I'm in trouble at work. What kind of trouble? There was this big event 3 weeks ago, product launch for this new tequila brand. I was the lead coordinator, and something went wrong with the budget, like really wrong. I waited. There's an invoice that doesn't match up, and some expenses that look inflated. And my boss is saying either I falsified documents or I was careless with vendor payments, and either way it's a fireable offense and there might be legal implications. And did you do it? No, well, I mean, not exactly. It's complicated. Either you faked invoices or you didn't, Madison. I let someone else handle some of the vendor coordination because I was overwhelmed and he said he had connections and could get us better rates, and I didn't double-check everything because I trusted. She stopped. Who? It doesn't matter. Who, Madison? This guy, Steven. He freelances in the event space. He's worked with our agency before. I thought he was helping me, but apparently he was skimming money, and now everything's under investigation and I'm the one who signed off on the payments and my boss is talking about firing me and I'm terrified and I don't know what to do. It clicked. All of it. The new friend group. The comments about guys in the industry. The ghosting. The sudden need for space. So you came to me because you need help. I came because I miss you. No. You came because your life is falling apart and you need someone to bail you out. You spent 3 weeks not giving a shit if I was alive or dead because you thought you had something better lined up. And now that it's blowing up in your face, suddenly I'm worth answering the phone for again. That's not fair. You told me I should be grateful you answered my call when I needed help. You remember that. Her face crumpled. I was having a bad day. I don't care if you were having the worst day of your life. You don't talk to someone you supposedly love like they're lucky to get your attention. I stood up. I need to get back to work. Connor, please, I just need you to what? Make a call. Use my connections. Fix this for you. You know people in logistics, supply chain, maybe someone who could vouch that these vendor discrepancies happen all the time, or maybe talk to my boss's boss who you met at that charity thing. I actually laughed. Couldn't help it. You're unbelievable. I'm not a hotline you call when your life's on fire, Madison. I'm done being your backup plan. I walked away. Went back to my office. Nailed the client presentation, by the way. We got the contract. Biggest win of my career so far. Celebrated with the team that night at the brewery down the street. Didn't think about Madison until I got home around 11 p.m. and saw 17 missed calls and a dozen texts. Please just hear me out. I can explain everything. I made mistakes, but so did you. You're being cruel. I'm going to lose everything. I almost responded. Almost. But then I remembered 3 weeks. 3 weeks of silence when I wasn't useful to her. And now that she needed something, I was suddenly important enough to blow up my phone. It was almost funny if it wasn't so ironic. Update 2. Okay, so this is gonna sound like I'm making shit up, but I swear on everything this is real. Wi-Fi was down at my apartment all weekend, so I've been using my phone's hotspot and it's been annoying as hell, but whatever, here we go. After Madison blew up my phone Thursday night, Friday was quiet. Too quiet. No texts, no calls, nothing. I figured maybe she finally got the message. Saturday morning I was at the gym with Jake. We were doing deadlifts and talking about the Mavericks game when his phone buzzed. He looked at it, frowned, looked at me, looked back at his phone. Bro, what? You still follow any of Madison's friends on Instagram? I don't think so. Why? Because apparently some serious shit went down last night and it's all over their stories. He handed me his phone. His girlfriend Emily followed Alyssa, one of Madison's date-up crew. And Alyssa had posted a long message to her close friend's story, except Emily was still on the list from some girl's trip they all did months ago. The story was about fake people in the industry and users who pretend to have connections. No names, but the comments were going crazy. I scrolled through them and one girl wrote, "Is this about what happened with Em and Steven? Steven. The guy Madison mentioned who helped with the vendor coordination. Who the hell is Steven?" Jake asked. No idea, except I was about to find out because 2 hours later Madison called me. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity got the better of me. Connor. Her voice was wrecked. She'd been crying by the sound of it. What? Did you see Instagram? No. Everyone knows. Everyone freaking knows, and I'm being destroyed and I don't know what to do. Madison, I'm at the gym. I don't have time for Steven posted screenshots. That made me pause. Screenshots of what? Of our texts, from the last 3 weeks. He posted them in the event industry group chat to defend himself about the vendor thing, and now everyone's calling me a snake and a liar and I'm done. I'm completely done. What was in the texts, Madison? Silence. Then, please don't make me say it. I'm hanging up. Wait, okay. She took a shaky breath. I was talking to him during those 3 weeks, more than talking. I was sending him screenshots of me not reaching out to you and we had this thing going. My grip on the phone tightened. What kind of thing? He said he could help me move up in the industry. Said he knew all the right people, could introduce me to clients, could fast-track my career. And he was charming and exciting and said I deserved someone who matched my ambition, not someone who clocked in and out like a... She stopped. Like a what? Like a corporate drone. That's what he said. That you were a corporate drone and I could do better. Jake was watching me carefully, probably seeing my face go red. So during those 3 weeks when you didn't call me once, you were texting this guy, planning your upgrade. It wasn't like that. What was it like then, Madison? Spell it out for me. He made me feel special. He made me feel like I was going somewhere, and you were safe and boring, and I wanted more, and I thought. She was sobbing now. I thought he was legit. I thought he actually had the connections he said he did. But it was all bullshit. He's a freelancer who jumps from gig to gig. He's in debt. He has a girlfriend in Houston he never mentioned. And he was scamming our agency the whole time with those fake invoices. And when my boss started investigating, he threw me under the bus completely. Said I approved everything, said I was the one who hired him, said I knew about the discrepancies. And the screenshots. He posted our text to prove that I was desperate to impress him so I'd look like I was in on the scam, that I was trying to sleep my way into better industry connections. He made me look like. She could barely get the words out. Like a joke. I should have felt something. Anger, vindication, satisfaction, something. But all I felt was tired. I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's not my problem. Please, Connor, I know I hurt you. I know I messed up everything. But I'm begging you, please, I need help. My agency is firing me. They're doing it officially on Monday, but they already told me yesterday. And Steven is telling everyone I was the mastermind behind the vendor fraud, and people are believing him because of those texts, and I can't. Madison, listen to me very carefully. What you're asking me to do is use my professional reputation to vouch for someone who spent 3 weeks monkey branching to a con artist because I wasn't exciting enough. So no, my answer is no. I'm not asking you to lie, just maybe talk to someone or write a character reference, or you told people I was a corporate drone. You ghosted me while planning your exit strategy. You came to my office only because you needed something from me, and now you want me to risk my career advancement to clean up a mess you made while actively replacing me. I wasn't replacing you. Yes, you were. You were auditioning for an upgrade and it didn't work out. I'm not your safety net. Please, I'm losing everything. My job, my reputation, these girls were my whole friend group, and now they're all posting about me being fake and desperate. That's what happens when you surround yourself with people who are only there for you when you're winning. She went quiet. I have to go, I said. Will you at least? Can we talk in person just once? I need closure. No, Connor, I hung up. Blocked her number. Blocked her on Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere. Jake was staring at me. You good, man? I'm good. You sure? Because that was heavy. I'm sure. And weirdly, I was. I finished my workout, went home, meal prepped for the week, watched the Mavericks game, went to bed at a reasonable hour for the first time in months. But Monday morning I got to work and found an email from Madison's personal account. Subject line, please read this. I haven't opened it yet. Part of me wants to just delete it. Part of me is curious what she could possibly say that would matter at this point. I'll update you guys when I decide what to do, or maybe I won't do anything. Maybe silence is the best response. Either way, I'm good. Really good, actually. Promoted to senior PM last week, forgot to mention that. Got the official offer Friday before all the Madison drama exploded. Better title, better pay, new team. Life's looking up. Funny how things work out when you stop accepting bullshit. Final update, been a while, about 6 weeks since my last update. Some of you DM'd me asking if I ever opened that email. Yeah, I did, about 2 weeks after I got it. Took me that long to even care enough to look. It was long, like really long. Therapy speak throughout, lots of I recognize that and I'm working on understanding why. She said she's been seeing a therapist twice a week. Said she's been diagnosed with some anxiety stuff and attachment issues. Said the whole date up mentality was toxic, and she realizes now how it poisoned her thinking. Said she takes full responsibility for everything. Then came the part where she asked if we could find closure together. Said she knows she doesn't deserve another chance but wanted to honor what we had with a proper conversation. Said she's not asking me to fix anything for her, just to hear her out. The email ended with, I know I destroyed something good because I thought I deserved better, but the truth is I'll never find better than what we had. You were the best thing in my life and I threw it away. I'm so sorry. I sat with it for a few days. Thought about it, talked to Jake about it. He said, bro, she's just trying to get back in because everything else fell apart. And he wasn't wrong. Here's what I found out through the grapevine. Madison did lose her job. The agency fired her and settled with the vendors quietly to avoid bad press. Steven apparently skipped town, owes money to multiple people, completely ghosted everyone. The date-up friend group dissolved because once the drama hit, everyone scattered. Alyssa moved to LA. Another girl went back to her ex-boyfriend. The whole crew just imploded. Madison moved back in with her parents in Fort Worth. I know this because her mom commented on one of my Instagram posts from like a year ago, just a heart emoji. Deleted it 10 minutes later, but I saw it. Make of that what you will. Part of me felt bad for her. Not because I wanted to get back together. That ship sailed when she told me I should be grateful she answered the phone. But because watching someone's life fall apart is never fun, even when they kind of brought it on themselves. I didn't respond to the email, though. Instead, I did something that felt right. I gathered up all the stuff she'd left at my place over 2 years. Couple of hoodies, a hair dryer, some face products, a few books, a phone charger. Put it all in a box. Wrote a short note. Madison, your things, please don't come to my office again. I hope you're doing okay. Connor dropped it off at her parents' house with the concierge at their apartment complex. Never heard anything back. Figured that was that. Until last week. I was at this work event, client appreciation dinner, fancy steakhouse downtown. I was there with my new team, networking, and I saw her across the room. She was with some older couple, her parents, I'm guessing. She looked different, hair shorter, no makeup, wearing business casual instead of her usual Instagram outfit. She looked smaller somehow, tired. Our eyes met for maybe 2 seconds. She gave me this small, sad smile. I nodded. That was it. Neither of us walked over. Neither of us made a scene. 10 minutes later, I was in the bathroom and her dad was washing his hands at the sink next to me. Connor, right? He said. Yes, sir. Thought so. Madison pointed you out, said you two used to date. Yes, sir, we did. He dried his hands, looked at me carefully. She's doing better, taking things slow, working on herself. That's good to hear. She made some mistakes, big ones, but she's learning. I didn't know what to say to that, so I just nodded. He put his hand on my shoulder. For what it's worth, you seem like a good kid, smart to walk away when you did. Not a lot of guys your age would have the spine to do that. Then he left. I stood there for a minute processing. Her dad wasn't asking me to take her back, wasn't making excuses for her. He was just acknowledging reality. I respected that. When I got back to my table, Madison and her parents were gone, so that's where things stand. I'm 31 now, had a birthday last month. Jake threw me a thing at his place, bunch of us drank beer and played poker and talked shit. It was perfect. Work's going great. Senior PM role is kicking my ass, but in a good way. I'm learning a ton, managing bigger projects, making more money. Actually started looking at houses, might buy something small in Richardson, build some equity. Dating, not really. Had a few first dates through Hinge, but nothing serious. I'm not rushing it. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually content being on my own. No games, no guessing, no wondering if I'm enough. Someone asked me in the DMs if I ever think about Madison. Honestly, sometimes. Usually when I see couples at restaurants or when a song comes on that we used to listen to. But it's not the painful kind of thinking. It's more like remembering a chapter that's finished. I don't hate her. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just done. She taught me something important, though, even if she didn't mean to. When someone shows you that your presence in their life is conditional on what you can do for them, believe them the first time. Don't wait for the second or third proof. I didn't stop calling to punish her. I stopped calling because I finally believed her when she said I should be grateful she even answered. And now I'm grateful she doesn't answer at all. Life's weird like that sometimes. Anyway, that's the end of it. Thanks for following along with this mess. You guys were right about pretty much everything in the comments. Appreciate the support. Stay up, Connor.